Welcome back to this week's Budget Builds. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. A few weeks ago, we installed these speakers in the front of the Caprice, and we're going to go ahead and put that video up there. Go ahead and click it if you haven't already seen it. This week, we're going to be doing the rear speakers. Let's go ahead and get to it. Alrighty, so we're going to start pulling this door panel off. There's a little access panel in here. That just pops out. There's going to be a Torx screw right behind there. The tools that you're going to need for this are really just a Phillips and a Torx bit. Got that one out. So there's just one up there, and there's going to be a few, there's going to be one under here and a few along the lower edge here. So we're going to go ahead and take those out. Like I said, these lower ones are going to be a Phillips. Everything else should be Phillips. That's really going to be your only Torx. And it is a T20. Okay, so it looks like there's this little trim piece that we're going to pull off here. It's got two clips on it, so make sure you pull by the clip so it doesn't break off. And if I look up in there, there's another Phillips, and it's really far in there, so I'm going to have to use an extension. That should be the last screw. Let me take a second peek to make sure. That looks like it's everything, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom and kind of pull. Kind of like that. And while we're back here, I'm actually going to check out, there's a little plug-in. So with these PPVs, the rear door handles don't work. And it looks like the cables are here. There they are right there. So it looks like we can probably just hook these up and our rear door handles will work. In a previous video, it'll be up in the corner. We actually told you guys how you can reactivate your rear windows. So we're gonna go ahead and set this door panel aside, and we're gonna start pulling out this old speaker. Alrighty, so we're gonna start to take this speaker out. These are 6.5-inch speakers, by the way. The whole car is 6.5 speakers. So we had to take this old bracket off, and the new speaker wouldn't fit in it, but the speakers actually came with brackets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this connector off, just like we did the fronts. There's a little tab down in there that you have to push in, and the wire will actually come right out. That one out, and this one's out. Okay, so what I'm going to do, go ahead and kind of close up the gap on these so it'll seat on these terminals a little bit better. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and hook up this new speaker here. Just connecting the terminals on there, like so. Make sure they're not touching each other. Since the speakers don't fit the old brackets, we're gonna go ahead and have to put our new screws in here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a drill and drill some little pilot holes for these screws. They're not self-tappers, but you're gonna go ahead and mark where your hole is for one of them and go ahead and drill the hole, and we're gonna screw it in. Be very, very careful during this time. You don't want to slip and poke a hole in your speaker. Alrighty, so before we put the door panel back on, since these door handles right here, they don't work, we're gonna see which one does what. One of these is the door handle and the other one's gonna be the lock mechanism. So the top one, just to make sure that it's the lock, I'm gonna go ahead and just a little ball goes in like a socket right there, and then it clips back in here. So look at that. Same thing is gonna be with the door handle. I'm pulling actually the door handle right now to kind of get it in position. Sorry, it's hard to kind of see on film here, but it just pops into that like a ball and socket, clips down in there. Make sure those are both seated properly. And we're gonna go ahead and connect our window switch back up, and this will kind of sit in. We need a reclip right here. This will go into the window channel up here. It'll hook on right there, and we'll make sure that all these clips get pushed back into place, and we'll put those screws back in. This door is all wrapped up. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the other side and do the exact same thing. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got those speakers in, they sound great. Go ahead and check out that first video. It goes into a little bit more detailed on to what the factory speakers sound like and what the new ones sound like. So make sure you go ahead and check that one out. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.